Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's August 2025. The daughter and I went down to the Isle of Wight for a few days, put a little video together. We went from Doncaster to Stevenage, changed trains at Stevenage for Thameslink, down to Blackfriars, and then walked it round from Blackfriars round to Waterloo to get the train down to Portsmouth for the ferry across to Ryde. Weather was a bit overcast in the morning. Everything was pretty good. The train was on time. As you can see, it was a Intercity 225 Mark IV set. We had breakfast on the train. The train was nice and empty, on time, and everything's going well so far. Here you see the Class 91 departing Stevenage, heading for London King's Cross. And just rolling into Stevenage is our train forward, GTR Siemens Class 700. That'll take us through to London Blackfriars on the river, and then we'll walk it round to Waterloo.
And services will not call at Norwood Junction before 8 AM.
Here we are, having just alighted at London Blackfriars, our train waiting to go forward to Horsham, head south down towards London Bridge and down the South Central. We'll go down the stairs onto the riverbank. Down on the south side embankment of the River Thames you can see St Paul's Cathedral, and part of the City of London there. You can see the building on the right, it's known as the Walkie-Talkie for obvious reasons, and some of the other tall buildings. You can see the Millennium Bridge, the footbridge there, and that's Blackfriars Station to the left on Blackfriars Bridge. We're now on the ferry going across from from Portsmouth to Ryde Pierhead, provided by Whitelink. I think it was about £40 the ferry fare. You need to check online. There you can see one of the hovercrafts going across. Again, they run from Ryde across to Portsmouth Harbour Port, which is actually nearer Southsea, and it's a good way from the station. Weather was overcast, a little bit choppy, but we enjoyed it. Nice sailing, sat outside, and over to Ryde Pierhead. And here we are on Ryde Pier. You can see a hovercraft going in there, heading into Ryde. We walked it along the pier from Ryde Pier head. The trains were running, but we had a good while to wait for the next train. So what we ended up doing was walking along the pier down to Ryde, Esplanade, and caught the train from there down to Shanklin. Pier is quite a long pier, it's a good walk down, and you'll see us walking down the pier shortly. It's still doing a lot of refurbishment on the pier. It was closed for a long period of time while they did the works on the railway. The pier itself is 745 yards or 681 metres long. The first stones were laid in 1813 and it opened in 1814. It's the world's oldest seaside pleasure pier, and it's served now by Island Line trains. You can see the railway line to the left. There is a roadway to the right and obviously the walkway in the middle, and there you can see the hovercraft just going up onto the beach at Ryde. This is from the north end of the beach at Sandown. I went to walk along. We stopped at the Premier Inn, which is about opposite the pier. Overcast, it was a little bit blowy, seas a bit choppy, and if you're looking south there towards the cliffs, that's Shanklin there in the distance, and then you can just make out Sandown Pier there, sort of halfway down. The town itself was a little bit run down in places. Quite a few derelict hotels that are in need of either knocking down or doing up. It's a small town on the eastern side of the island. Population 11,600 at the last census. You can see lots of ships on the horizon there. It seems to be a staging area for ships waiting to go in and out of Southampton and the various docks around Southampton, Portsmouth, etc. Now on day 2 on the island, and we caught the bus in the morning from Sandown all the way across to the Needles on the west side of the island. Went round by the south coast, lovely run. There you can see us, we're in Shanklin, just getting ready to go up the hill out of the town and then across the tops of the cliffs all the way across to the Needles. It was a beautiful day, and we got some lovely views of the Needles when we got over there, and the White Cliffs going across on the bus.
Any more noise from next door? No, nothing. You see, this is going to be the problem if you go back to the council.
Apologies for the reflection in the window, not a lot I could do about it. You couldn't see much between sort of Shanklin Ventnor and where we are now. We're just coming up to between Compton Bay and Freshwater Bay and the White Cliffs there on the south coast of the Isle of Wight. It really was a lovely bus journey. The camera and the video just doesn't do it justice. It was really nice. We're on the A3065, and as you can see we round that corner and then climb up onto the tops of them cliffs and then go round to Freshwater Bay and then on towards the Needles.
Volunteers, keeping the coastline safe, especially during events such as the Round the Island race and Cows Week.
So we've now changed buses and we're going up to the top of the cliffs where the Needles are. Now you can see the Needles, the lighthouse there at the end. You're a damn good way up there. It's a hell of a climb up to the top of the where the Royal Naval Station is, Coast Guard, etc. Spectacular day, sea lovely and blue. You see for miles all the south coast of Dorset all the way across there. Absolutely great. Again, this is at the top where you get off the bus for the to get the view of the Needles, and you're looking over there towards the Dorset coastline.
I think it's down there, Lynn. Down there as well. And here we are on the open top bus, about to go down from the top of the Needles, cliff top there, down back to join the main road. It gets a bit hairy, lots of hairpin bends and big drops. And on the open top bus it's yeah, a bit good. Apologies for the wind, you're pretty exposed up there on the top. The bus we're on now just takes us down the hill down to Allen Bay. There's a few tourist attractions there, cafe, restaurants, a chairlift that takes you down to the beach. You've got the viewpoint, couple of fairground rides, crazy golf, etc. The beach you see down there was very popular in the Victorian times. It's Allen Bay Beach. There's a little pier, and that's where they get the multicoloured sands from that you see in the bottles. There is a chairlift runs down from the tourist attractions down to where the pier is, and you can get the boat there from Allen Bay Pier that takes you around by boat to the Needles. Weather was absolutely stunning. It was warm even though it was windy.
Was also made of the white sand, which was quarried, stored at Yarmouth, and taken by scuba to Runcorn to make plate glass. It was also taken to porcelain factories in London, Bristol, Worcester, and the West Indies, before the trade ceased in 1851 in favour of French sand. There was once a pier at Allen Bay. It was built in 1873 to allow Victorian power steamers to land passengers there. It became less frequent after the First World War, and the pier was eventually declared unsafe in 1925. The pier was destroyed in the winter of 1927 and never replaced. In a few moments we will once again arrive at the Needles landmark attraction, where we will stop briefly before continuing our journey back towards Totland and Yarmouth. This is also the stop for Route 12 towards Mottiston, Bryston, Shorewell and Newport.
We then got the bus from Allen Bay across to Newport on the Isle of Wight, as opposed to Newport Gwent. Here we are on the bus just coming into the marina area and the little bus station. A nice little town, very quaint, lots of very expensive yachts there, very windy on the open top bus. A little drawbridge going into the back end of the marina. And you get the ferry from here as well. You can just see the ferry in the distance coming into the port. It's tea time now on the second day. We've been and done our trip all round the island on the bus. I've just gone for a walk along the beach here. Lots of boats still waiting to go into Southampton and Portsmouth. Tide's going out, and I've had a good walk up the beach towards them cliffs. North side of Sandown, and I'll take a walk back shortly and then carry on. Well, we're on our way back now. This is just a general view of Sandown station before the train came in. I was expecting it to be busy, 9 something in the morning. Nobody about on the platform. You see the third rail there, ex-underground stock that they use now, refurbished. Actually done a very good job of them, got USB ports and everything else on. I didn't do any videoing on the train because of bags and cases, etc.
Use the slide to get on board a life raft. Please take off your shoes. On behalf of Whitelink, the captain and crew wish you a pleasant journey and thank you for travelling on White Rider 2.
And here we are on the Whitelink ferry on our way back to the mainland. It's looking south easterly towards the top end of the island as we head over towards Portsmouth harbour.
on the train leaving Portsmouth Harbour. We went back via the Mid-Sussex up via Horsham, changed at Horsham for the Thames link to King's Cross, and then out of King's Cross back to Doncaster. I didn't record any of that. The train was really busy. Once it picked up at Fratton and places like that, it got really busy all the way up. But nice journey up the Mid-Sussex, well worth it, up through Arundel and into Horsham. I'm going to have to go and do a video around that part of the world, because it was a really nice piece of railway.
If you see something that doesn't look right, report it to a member of staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. See it, say it, sort it.
And here we are in Fratton Station. This is the last bit I filmed. Hope you enjoyed this little snippet of a video from our little trip to the Isle of Wight. It was really enjoyable, really enjoyed it. Nice place. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.